plaintiff, Bill Thomas, was married to the defendant, and they have children together. Bill claims he has full custody of the kids because the defendant has been addicted to drugs for years, and she's currently $11,700 behind in child support. Bill's suing his ex-wife for child support and medical bills. Defendant Gina Thomas says while married to Bill, he was physically abusive and even pushed her out of a moving car. Gina claims she filed for divorce because she was sick of the abuse, and she's countersuing for therapy bills.
Sir, let's start with you.
Okay. Gina and I were married for 8 years. Throughout our marriage,
Starting what year?
I'm sorry?
What year? Beginning when?
2001.
Mm-hmm.
Throughout our marriage, she's been through approximately 7 or 8 drug rehabs, which I have.
Wow. Let's see. How long were the stints? Inpatient?
Some of them were inpatient.
Voluntarily.
Yeah, I know,
Actually,
man, but inpatient nonetheless. That's a lot, man. But go ahead. I know some other folks who've been in and out that long. They did 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, 6 months. Still didn't work. All right, go ahead.
Those were consecutive, Your Honor. One treatment was from one place to another. So there's 3 of them that was consecutive. I went from one to another because it wasn't enough. That was the last time the second to the last time I was in treatment.
Okay.
So it was a consecutive. I didn't feel it was enough.
When did they end? When was your last?
It was in 2011.
All right. Go ahead, sir.
I had briefly used drugs. I have not since 2007, March of 2007, which I have.
That is not true.
Proof of that here too.
What do you have? Go ahead, please. What is it you're giving me?
That's that shows my being clean.
From.
And there's
Your Honor,
also
he flunked a hair follicle in 2008. He flunked a hair follicle in 2008 for
There's also a
County.
drug test that I have.
He's
there.
not then.
The last one was 2000.
All right, well, ma'am, show yours.
Well, unfortunately.
You can't keep interrupting.
Well,
show your test results. He shows me results from several times. You show me one.
Let's see.
I have hers right here.
Let's see. He has yours too.
Both of those.
Keep interrupting, talking about the man is not clean, and yours says positive.
Your Honor.
As of 12. And what is this? Hey, I'm really sorry for the fight we got into a couple of years ago. My mother is a liar and deceiver, and she told me. What does it say anything about drugs in this comment, sir?
If you read on down, that is her daughter stating
I am
that
not
Gina,
sure who contacted about this information. She has been having someone else pee for her tests and putting
Never happened, Your Honor.
putting the pee in a condom, then putting it in the cup.
Never happened, Your Honor.
That's a Facebook post from her daughter.
That's a Facebook.
Her daughter said it. Okay. All right. And when were you all divorced?
December 8th of 2010.
Okay.
I was awarded sole custody of our children, and she was ordered into a drug rehab again, and she was given supervised visitation until she completed that, and she was ordered to pay me child support and non-covered medical expenses for the children.
Okay, we'll get to the specifics that you're suing for there. Let me allow you to give some background, ma'am.
Your Honor, when I met this man, I was 28, and I had just recently began doing drugs, and I became addicted to drugs when I started living with him. He was the one that provided them. He was a dealer when I met him. He had cocaine when I met him. He had marijuana, which I hadn't smoked at that time. He had it at that time. He has abused me. The reason why we got divorced was because I was tired of being abused by him. He has pled guilty twice in our marriage to domestic violence. Okay. I have a police report, Your Honor, where he beat me.
All right, ma'am. You're getting into the specifics of your counterclaim.
Oh, okay.
So let's, anything else you want to tell me other than the domestic violence that you discussed? Did you want to respond to why he has been given full custody?
The reason why he's been given full custody, Your Honor, is because he's a good liar and he's a good convincer.
And he's a good tester too, ma'am. All right. He's a good drug tester. Let me go back to him, ma'am. You're suing for medical expenses and child support. Explain that to me.
In 2010, I was awarded the child support and the medical bills. February of 2012, I had to file another motion because the child support had gotten over $3,000 behind.
How much does she currently owe in child support?
$11,700. The last payment she made was $2.68.
Incorrect.
And then
That's not true, ma'am.
Not true, sir.
Because
then-
if she did that, at least she's trying, sir.
yeah, well,
Not funny.
so-
I mean, at least she's trying to do something.
Yeah, that was a withholding
Unless there's
order.
some other motive, or she was high that day, something.
Yeah, that's
ahead.
well. What actually happened is that 60 days went without a payment after the $2 payment, and the state suspended her driver's license.
Okay.
They did not
Then,
suspend it, Your Honor.
then she went in
It did not
and
suspend it.
paid them $100.
Let's get to the medical expenses. How does she owe and how much?
She was ordered $628 in the contempt motion in 2012. She was found in contempt.
You have that?
Yes, sir.
The reason why we got divorced was because I was tired of being abused by him. He has pled guilty twice in our marriage to domestic violence. I have a police report, Your Honor, where he beat me.
Plaintiff Bill Thomas is suing his ex-wife, who claims Bill was physically abusive and even pushed her out of a moving car.
So you're suing for the child support, which amounts to $11,000. Our
$11,700.
maximum is $5,000.
I understand.
And then the medical expenses, okay, you have outlined here that judgment was granted for $628 for unreimbursed. All right, and you're ordered to pay unreimbursed from that point on. All right, so what do you have from that point on?
This is where she's ordered to pay the bills. This is the bills and a breakdown. She'd paid $65 so far of approximately $3,800.
Mother should pay.
$5 a month, Your Honor.
You show me where it says that. I'll hand that to her.
Yeah,
No,
Will you show me?
that's what I've paid him on the medical. No,
But
I've always
Show
ordered
me-
$628.
Show me where it's ordered that you are allowed to pay $5 a month.
That's
So
just what
this
I've done
is
for my
what you
attorney.
decide to do.
My attorney
Okay.
told me to.
All right. $2.68 on the child support and $5 on the medical expenses is what you admit to paying.
No.
What else have you
I
paid?
have made an arrangement with child support.
No, not arrangement, paid.
I paid already $200. I am in a contract with child support services, and I have that.
Okay.
And
Your Honor, she's ordered to pay $676
I am.
a month.
I am ordered that, but right now, this is my agreement and copies of the 2 payments I have made.
The only way they could get her to sign that is if she would bring in money so she could get her driver's license back.
Yeah.
I'm in contract for 6 months,
And-
Your
All
Honor.
right,
She's
ma'am,
been
but you do
suspended
owe
twice.
$11,000.
And it's still accruing, even though she's paying $100 a month, it's accruing at $676.
All right. This is an order or a contract that the court has approved, sir, so I can't
It's actually,
overturn.
it's actually not the court, Your Honor. It's child support enforcement.
Don't teach me the law.
Sorry.
So she does have an agreement for $100 a month, and that began August 1st of 14, and so you would have to have appealed that to the judge. She has paid the $100 since the agreement was made. So you're all set with child support. Now, what do you have to say regarding the medical bills? Are you up to date with that?
No, sir.
No, ma'am?
Your Honor, at the moment, I don't really understand from way he communicates or not communicates with me on what
Okay,
my
you
portion.
don't need to communicate. All you need is to send the check.
I've sent $5 a month, and
All
I've got
right.
copies of all that towards that bill.
All right, but let's get to your counterclaim.
Your Honor?
And that, yes, ma'am.
I do have to say, though, this order for 628 is all the way up until January of 2013.
Ma'am, I've read the order. I know what you owe. And you better be glad that child support gave you an agreement to
Yes.
pay $100 a month on your $11,000 debt to your children. Now, can we get to the counterclaim you're suing him for regarding his physical abuse? Tell me about that.
Okay. Like I said, he has abused me through our relationship, pled guilty twice.
When? You have that?
2003. I do have the
03?
2003 was the first one, and then he pled guilty in 2010.
Okay.
To this police report that I have, he was.
Let's see it.
Here is where that's my order of protection. Here's my police report. Here's my pictures. Here is my medical. I have my hospital bill. And here is my domestic counseling I've been in for 5 years. Right here. Here's my counseling that I go to.
Tell me what happened there.
This is when he pushed me many times. I had been released from the hospital. He pushed me out of a car on 7/29. I had a brain injury.
Your Honor,
Sir?
actually, those pictures are from when she jumped out of a moving vehicle that I was driving.
Yeah.
That is not
It's
correct,
3
Your
years.
Honor.
And here's the police report.
Ma'am,
It
you all
shows
were
at the
both
bottom-
addicted. I'm not sure if all this was drug fighting back and forth. Why did you plead guilty to anything, sir?
I was trying to do whatever it took to get out of the relationship. I was under the impression that I would just go through the classes that I'm supposed to take, be on probation.
Might
for
get
2
you out of a
years, which I did.
relationship, but it doesn't get you out of jail.
I had been released from the hospital. He pushed me out of a car on 7/29. I had a brain injury.
Your Honor,
Sir?
actually, those pictures are from when she jumped out of a moving vehicle that I was driving.
Plaintiff Bill Thomas is suing his ex-wife, who claims Bill was physically abusive and even pushed her out of a moving car.
Why would you plead guilty to something you didn't do?
The police wouldn't even take my statement. And that's what happened right there on
All
the
right.
bottom.
Injuries.
Well,
These are
this is
two
what we're
separate
going to do.
injuries, Your
Yes,
Honor.
sir, if you didn't do it, you shouldn't have pled guilty.
Well,
So
Your Honor, I
I'm
did-
going to grant you, ma'am, $3,793 for the physical assaults I have evidence of and that he pled guilty to. And I'm going to grant you, sir, the $3,793 that she also owes for the medical expenses. So, we got the point, right? You get nothing, you get nothing. Have a good day.
Thank you, Your Honor. When will your fire burn out or trying to destroy
When
me?
you stop doing cracks and see
I'm
your
not
kids.
doing crack. You're a he's a drug addict and a user himself. Anyway, at least everyone knows he is an abuser.